Hello guys, to the second video on this channel. As I promised, every video should be better, sound should be better, the quality should be better. I am now just starting off, but be patient. I should improve. I hope I will. Okay. In today's video, I would like to talk a bit more about why I think that we should now take a closer look at the Bitcoin chart. Also, we'll take a look a bit about why do I claim that in the last video I told you guys that in my opinion we should not go lower than 30k, right? Let me go to the clean Bitcoin chart. Okay, it's right there. Yeah, this is the chart from the last video. And yeah, I would like to explain to you why do I think that this level right here is, in my opinion, the lowest level we can probably go. I base my analysis on many different charts and many different data, and one of them is R-hole ratio. I really like this one because it shows you where can you expect to be when can you expect a cycle top and a cycle bottom. I also really appreciate this look into Bitcoin side. I think it's really great. You have many different Bitcoin charts or market cycle charts, you see, on-chain charts that I find really useful in my daily analysis. Of course, you can also, sign up to Glassnode, but Glassnode is a really expensive tool. And on the other hand, Look into Bitcoin is completely free. So yeah, I strongly recommend it to you guys to take a look at the charts there. And one of the charts is our hodl ratio. I think that, of course, there is a chance that this time might be different, and we will see like a really big difference between the cycle top and this red chart that you can see here. Yeah, but as history told us, pretty much every time we had this red line in this area, we can expect that the price of Bitcoin might be on its top. As you can see here, it was true here. Here we also had like really good, let's say, indicator that this might be somehow of that we might be like in a midway to the top. And pretty much the same happened this time, a month, yeah, pretty much 2 months ago. As you can see, we were on the pretty much the same level as there. Yeah, it was like almost equal to what happened there. And as you can see, then using this R-hole ratio, we were able to see that this was not the top. This was something like in the midway to the top. And as you can see, this R-hole ratio was climbing up, then declined, then was consolidating a bit, but in an uptrend, and then we had a huge spike, and then the top was there, and the indicator was right that after this top, we can only go down or consolidate, and it pretty much started like a bear market that last for a pretty long time. And yeah, coming back to the present times, you can see that now we have pretty much the same scenario here. We have something of a top as here, and now we have like a downtrend, which was reflected in the price of Bitcoin right here as well. And then what we can expect is to find some kind of support right there in those areas, and then like we should expect a trend reversal. So it means that our whole ratio should go higher. This red one, right, should go higher, and the price will be lagging a bit for a while. It can lag a bit, but in the end, we should get like another spike up, and yeah, we should see another top. Of course, you can approach it that way, that maybe we are right here, right? And we should go straight down, right, to those areas. But in my opinion, it might not happen, because we have never had such situation that we didn't have like any clear blow off top in the history of whole in the history of Bitcoin, basically. And of course, this time might be different, but as you probably know, investing is a game of probability. And in my opinion, probability that this time will be like 180% different than in the previous times is really low. So I would advise you guys to follow this one. And yeah, I will expect Bitcoin to go higher from this point on, and I would expect that Bitcoin should reach a lot higher prices than now, than 69 approximately $1,000, because yeah, it's not what the whole market expected, and it's not what many other on-chain data, which we will not dig deeper in today's video because it will take us too long. But yeah, it's something that would like would not reflect the current like state of knowledge we have about all those metrics. Yeah, so I expect the price of Bitcoin to go higher, but as I told you in the last video, we are not sure yet where will be the bottom. The bottom might be right when we are today, but the bottom might be also at this $30,000. And I also strongly recommend to you, as I said in the previous video, that I would start to buy small portions of my crypto right now. I'm not sure if you want to be more aggressive here, if you because there are basically two approaches. You can only collect Bitcoins, and in this way you can be sure that Bitcoin will not vanish in a couple of years. There are many opinions that Bitcoin will be bigger and stronger as the times goes by. So you can stick to Bitcoin, and this will not give you, like 10x gains. But on the other hand, many claims that Bitcoin will finally take over gold when it comes to stability. So it means that it might be a good inflation hedge. So you will your value of your savings should survive like huge inflation rates we have now all over the world. So if you stick to Bitcoin, it's a good idea to start buying some small portions of it, because in my opinion, even if you go lower, there is still a huge chance that the trend will reverse sooner than later. And yeah, and you should earn, I think, satisfying amounts of money out of it. Of course, if you want to sell it, because there are some opinions that no matter what price does, we should not sell our bitcoins, because in the end, Bitcoin will be worth a lot more than nowadays, and every sell operation will be a mistake. And if you do not want to make it, just do not sell it. Of course, there is also other opinion that when it comes to investing, you should always realize your profits, because there is not such a way that something can go to the moon, let's say. Sooner or later, the price will have like a huge drop. I mean, in Bitcoin history, it has not happened yet. We have bigger or smaller corrections. We have like 2-3 years bear markets, but we are still going logarithmic, as you can see here on this chart, for instance. You can see how the price of Bitcoin has changed since its beginnings, and in my opinion, it should also tell you that Bitcoin is really, really strong, because as soon as we are following this pattern, we shouldn't anticipate that it will change, because at present times, the reality shows you that you can expect Bitcoin only to rise. And basically, no matter if you buy Bitcoin right there when we are today, or lower, or even higher, you should probably profitable out of your trade. So don't worry too much, I would advise. Of course, if you are a daily trader, it means that you can buy and sell your portfolio in one day, for instance. My advice will not be right for you, right? Because you are doing it on a daily basis. So we should stick to lower time frames. For instance, I don't know, even a 15 minutes time frame to predict like the price on what can happen today, for instance, right? Should I sell or should I buy? But when you are like a trader who wants to buy an asset and hodl it, for instance, for 2, 5, 10 years, I think you should be safe here. There are many opinions that finally Bitcoin should go lower, because you have to expect some reaction out of like many parabolic runs we had in the past. But it's still a prediction, not based on the data we have, right? Because data shows us that we are still in a logarithmic trend. And if you want to, calculate the probability, then the information for you is to buy and hodl, basically. But you may ask, why not altcoins, right? Maybe it's better to buy altcoins right now and then hodl it for 10 years, and you will earn like 50x more than out of Bitcoin. Yeah, that's true, but remember that many altcoins will not survive such long period of times. What I do with altcoins is that I do not trade them on a daily basis, but on a weekly basis. So I mean that I can buy an altcoin and hodl it for a month or two, and then if I see that we might be close to the top, I realize my profits. That's something I think it's a right thing to do, and because altcoins are still really young, in my opinion, and we cannot predict how they will behave in a couple of years. So, if, for instance, if you buy any other altcoin than Ethereum, it might be really hard to predict what will happen in a couple of years, let's say. But saying this, there are some exceptions. When you are a weekly trader, so it means that you are ready to buy and sell, for instance, your portfolio in a month or two. You can start accumulating large caps altcoins, in my opinion. There are many discounts, and we should buy low and sell high. And in my opinion, there are many different opportunities right there in the market that you should basically grab, right? And you can ask, so okay, there are many different opportunities, so what do you have in mind specifically? I will not dig deeper about every single chart, but what I would advise you is to see the change in the last 30 and 60 days. If you see that, for instance, I don't know, Solana is 9% down in 60 days and almost 20% down in 30 days, it means that there is a really strong chance that it's a bargain, right? That you should use this opportunity because the price is not at its top, and it means that there is a bigger chance that it will go up than it will go down, because if the price is as its all-time high, then of course it can go up, but keeping in mind that nothing goes to the moon forever, and it might be that you are buying the top, and you might wait another year or two to realize your profits. But when it comes to altcoins, it might even happen that this all-time high will never be reached again, right? Because there are some trends in the market, and the trends are changing. So keep it in mind, guys, that it might never reach its previous highs. This is a bit a shorter video than the previous one. Let me know, guys, what do you think about my thoughts about the market right now. Do you think, guys, it's a good idea to start buying some Bitcoin or some large caps, or maybe you are in a let's say in a position and you think that this is a really good time to accumulate lower cap coins? Let me know, guys, in the future videos. We will maybe take a look at Bitcoin dominance chart, total market cap. These are also very helpful when it comes to predicting what can happen in a couple of weeks or months. So basically, guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to smash up the like button if you enjoyed this video. You can also hit the subscribe button. Then you will be up to date with every new video I will drop here in the channel. yeah, so thank you guys and see you in the next one.